Worthing FC TV with Chris Agutter looking ahead to this Saturday's game against Enfield Town in the National League South. Aggie, coming off the back of 3 games undefeated in the National League South, to put a positive spin on it.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts heading into this one?
Just got to keep trying to build momentum. It'd be another tough game. They've picked up of late. Obviously beat Tunbridge, who we know all about. They're a good side. Took points off Dorking at Dorking, so took points off Western at Western. So it's going to be more of the same, really. A tough game, and it'll be a real challenge. But at home, in front of a positive Woodside crowd. I mean, we've built good momentum at home. We've picked up a lot of points at home. So again, more the same. Just look forward to the challenge, but we know it will be a challenge.
How do you assess Enfield as opponents?
Well, I see them last year. Obviously, they got promoted out of Step 3 last year. Gav has done a brilliant job. I think he's a brilliant manager. He gets the best out of the players he works with, so I think he deserves real credit. And I think they were always going to eventually get there in terms of being competitive at the level. He'll be the first one to admit, I'm sure, that they had a slow start, but they've recruited a couple in, and obviously he's had more time to work with the players, and they're becoming a bit more accustomed to National League South, so they will be very well organised. Interestingly, we've sort of watched them 4 or 5 times in more recent games, and they look really adaptable as well, so they're quite awkward to plan for because we're not 100% sure what they're going to do. But to be honest, one thing we have realised is we obviously watch the opposition, but 9 times out of 10 I think it's only been Boreham Wood where they've actually played the way that we expected them to play. I mean, pretty much most teams have changed. Boreham Wood, maybe Western as well, so it's more around sort of looking at individuals and threats and potential weaknesses, and trying to obviously nullify any threats and trying to exploit any weaknesses, really. But it will be a tough encounter, and as I said, they'll be very well organised.
You've made one addition to the squad this week, Bailey Smith, returning to Woodside. Just a few words on him?
Yeah, I mean, we spoke recently about if we were going to add. We were really happy with the group, and we're in a really good position. So it meant that if we were going to add, they'd have to be better or different to what we've got. We've obviously brought in parts who are more experienced, and a leader to help the existing leaders in the group, to help a young group as well, someone who's been there and done it. We felt that was something that we could improve on, and equally we felt we could do with a bit more pace and power and mobility, and Bailey has certainly got that. So he's a direct runner, will carry the ball, will be aggressive. I'll be disappointed if when he gets the ball he doesn't drive at the full-back. Can play anywhere in the either side of the pitch in wide areas, but can also play up top as well, so anywhere in the sort of front 3 or 4 positions. So but he's just a very powerful runner, very direct, very aggressive. He'll be somebody that gets the supporters off their seats, and as I said, him coming in gives us something that we felt we lacked. I mean, we've got good runners in the side, but in terms of real serious pace, it's probably Temmie's our most mobile player, and to be fair, Temmie can shift, whereas Bailey's he's as I said, he's incredibly quick. That gives us a really good option in forward areas, a different type of option, which, as I said, I felt we were lacking.
Looking at the rest of the team, who is available for Saturday and who might miss out?
Straight answer this week. Who's missing out? So we're hoping to have Cookie back. Whether or not he's fully fit and ready to come straight back into the side, not so sure. And equally, Paco's done really well, but we're hoping Cookie gets through training tonight and he'll be available for selection. Tommy Willar's touch and go. Nicky Wheeler is, he obviously played last weekend, but he's not fully fit. But he's playing through. a knock at the minute. So that's quite a dynamic situation. I mean, we would have liked to have played him against Gosport, but it didn't feel great. But then a few days down the line, he felt in a better position. So that's sort of ongoing really with Nicky. But if Nicky gives us the thumbs up, then he's obviously gonna play. I think he's been playing really well. And other than that, I think we're. Jack Bates was ill last weekend, but he's been back in training. So we've got a few back. There's a couple that are touch and go, and obviously Alpha Young picked up an injury against
St
Albans, yeah. Weeks a long time, I thought, wasn't it? Yeah, picked up a knock, which was a real blow, because I thought Alf has been playing very well of late and has played a key role in our improved defensive displays. So for him to have picked up that knock is a pain, but opportunity for others to fill the void, like OB come on and done very well. So it's an improvement on last week, and there's a few touch and goes. But yeah, no, we feel pretty happy with where we're at.
And just coming away from the topic of this Saturday, it might be a difficult one for you to answer at this stage, but the FA Trophy, obviously reinstated, but it's subject to appeal at the moment. Just a few words on that, if you can.
Yeah, well, it's, can't be a good manager, be a lucky manager, and it's one of them. It's obviously probably very disappointing for Gosport. It's the first time I've ever sort of experienced anything like it. From our perspective, if things go ahead as it seems they're potentially going to be, of us playing Torquay on January 4th, we look forward to the opportunity of welcoming Torquay, someone that we're directly competing with in the league table. I mean, if it's anything like the game down at their place, I think it'd be a great watch. So yeah, we're potentially fortunate to be getting the opportunity. I'll make no sort of bones about that, and Gosport will be disappointed, but equally we're certainly not going to turn our nose up here. We're going to try and grab it at both hands, and it's funny, football's got a funny way of how it pans out, and who knows, it could be a restart of something very exciting. So we just look forward to welcoming Torquay to a packed Woodside. They'll bring a great following, and it's two really attacking, aggressive front foot football teams that'll be having a go. And for us, it'll be an opportunity, I think, to go as far as the club's ever been. So, and we'll certainly give everything to try and achieve that.
Thanks, Aggie.
Cheers, Jack.